Right, okay. Can you tell me your name and why you've attended this event today?
Yeah, I'm Dilbagh. I'm here from a company called PossibilitySpace in Smethwick. I'm really interested in the whole idea of a big society or a good society, and I wanted to come to see really whether there were any new ideas that might be floating around, as well as perhaps bump into one or two people to have a chat about how things are actually shaping up.
Right. And have you actually gathered any new ideas?
I don't think I've developed any new ones today. Everything that I've been familiar with over the last sort of 20, 30 years, it's all here. The concepts of social capital, self-sufficiency, about volunteering, about supporting one another. All those are ideas that I've kind of grown up with. I think my biggest concern at the moment is that, so it's a wonderful idea, as is Miliband's Good Society, but these ideas are emerging at a time when we are facing major economic changes, 860 billion to bail out the banks, and now our government is trying to claw back about 90 billion, and in that sort of environment where it's a little bit like us being musicians on the deck of the Titanic. We're having a wonderful time almost, and a great conversation, but the icebergs are just ahead of us, and the next 4 years are going to be absolutely horrendous. So how the big society is going to survive in that sort of environment, I really don't know.
Okay. And what did you think of the different presentations that we've had today?
It's been a long day, so I think I've kind of snipped little bits along the way. And I think Lord Wei's presentation today was better than I've heard him in the past, because he was a lot more coherent and his stories were much more focused. But I'm still a little bit concerned about what I heard from people in Birmingham. There is something major about to hit us, and it's almost like we're kind of sleepwalking into this idea about the big society. By now, we should be well and truly up to date with what its possibilities are, and really be able to sort of put forward an agenda to people to say, look, these are our priorities on the big society, this is how we're going to lead on it, and this is how we're going to support you to contribute towards it. That level of discussion hasn't happened today.
Is that something that you are hoping that's going to happen for tomorrow, or is this? No, go on.
Yeah. I mean, we live in hope. I think that kind of conversation needs to happen. Birmingham is the second city, and today was like a very genteel walk through the big society issues. Whereas, if you talk to people in the street, in the local community, people are frightened as hell about what tomorrow is going to bring. People are getting redundancy notices. How are they going to feed the family in a month's time? That's the kind of reality that we're living with outside, and I don't think that we've really clicked with that, and that worries me immensely. So yes, I am hoping that tomorrow there will be some real conversation about what the big society means in hard, practical terms in Birmingham tomorrow and over the next few years.
So do you think this sort of event is, do you think that this sort of event is vital to getting those sort of key messages over to the ordinary people?
I think these sorts of events are really important, but really today wasn't about ordinary people. I think today was about predominantly agencies and officers from agencies, with a sprinkling of local people and residents who could afford to be here and to give up a day of their time. So I don't think today was about local people. And I think there is a real kind of need to share the idea with people, but in a way that people can relate to and connect with.
And how do you see that happening?
I don't know. That's something that Birmingham is going to have to grapple with.
Right. Okay. Thank you.